Hello, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We went ahead and updated the microphone here to be a little bit more professional and clear. We're slowly getting back there, getting back to even better to how we started the channel. So I hope you guys are doing well. So in this video, we're going to be going in and discussing a couple things that was published, I believe 2 days ago, regarding what Andrew Toy, president of Clover Health, discussed. Okay, so let me show you here real quick. So as you can see, here's the article. Let's show you the full length of it here. So the title of his Clover Health, Andrew Toy, I want to double down on health equity. So that's kind of the purpose of this discussion, talking about what they said and why this is important. Now, before we even read and get into this really quickly, I want us to just briefly go into this chart here. So this is comparing the direct contracting, the original global and professional direct contracting, which is set to end in 2022. And then in 2023, we're going to have a new thing called ACO. Okay. Now, how are you doing? I'm sorry, Super Soaker. Sorry. I'm so focused on this paper. My bad. Hard to transition between, hey, how are you doing to this? Okay. So we're going to go over this ACO in depth, but I just want to just look at the first one. Model goals. This is directly from CMS, essentially the governing body that is going to be paying for all of these claims. So if we go down here, I want you to just focus on the first bulletin point, okay? And please share this video on StockTwits. Please share this video so more people can see the beauty of Clover Health, because it's one of those things that no one's talking about. And I'm like, am I crazy? Am I going crazy? I don't think so, right? So, all right. So if you improve the focus on this here, promoting health. So this is the goal of CMS ACO, promoting health equity and addressing historically healthcare disparities for underserved communities. Continue the momentum of provider-led organizations participating in risk-based models, protecting beneficiaries and the model with more participants, vetting, monitoring, and greater transparency. Okay, so there it is. You have a model that is essentially going into health equity, but what was the thing that they published in November? The health equity model. This company is on track, and already it's almost like they're leading the innovation and pushing CMS into a direction where they wanted to go, but they didn't have the incumbents. The incumbents didn't have the personal interest of where CMS wanted to go, and now shows up Clover. So here we're going to go over some things that we've highlighted, and I can drop a link down of where I found this here. So this is from the Health Leaders Media. I like to track them and all the other healthcare companies. So it starts off by Clover Health has been a market disruptor since 2014. Clover's proprietary tech stack. So already there, you're starting to see this company integrated as a tech company. You see, before, it was just insurance, but now they're starting to be introduced into something different. Okay. Now, if you look at here, MA members identify. So who are Clover? Like who are they? Who is Clover serving? Who are they taking care of? And majority of them identify as people of color. They report multiple chronic conditions and live in disadvantaged areas compared to other plans. Another advantage of an open network of physicians who look at their patients, okay? So Clover is assisting patients that are historically marginalized. They're assisting patients in needs. And historically, these are the types of populations that insurance companies have forgotten or they don't focus on because it doesn't bring in the dinero, okay? So what is a greater way to make things accessible for them, but at the same time, be able to have a sustainable business? Well, obviously, let's turn it into a tech problem. And tech always seems to figure out the solutions and drop the prices of such things, okay? So Clover expects to participate in the ACO Reach beginning January 1st of 2023. Now, what is ACO Reach? I defined it here for you, and here's the differences. You can take a screenshot really quickly. Take a screenshot if you want, right? Or just go back in the video. As you can see, this ACO literally is based for equity, healthcare equity, right there. That is the goal of this program. And Clover is literally doing that. Okay, so, all right. Doctors who serve more disadvantaged patients tend to be dropped by other plans. I highlighted that purposely because other insurance companies, if you just want to take care of disadvantaged patients and are not making money for your insurance company, they would drop you out. So Clover is literally tackling these issues. But guess what? Why do you think doctors go into healthcare? They don't go into healthcare to make money, because they would be smelt, and we would smell that within the application process, and we would be like, get the hell out of here, right? Selectively, at least in my institution, we pick students that are they focus on altruism, cultural competence, and focus on wanting to be able to bridge the gaps and provide healthcare for all. I mean, healthcare should not be a right, should not be a privilege. It should be a right, right? So, so ideally, physicians are going to go towards this plan because it aligns with the Hippocratic Oath. Okay. Now, here's something I did not highlight, which I don't know why I did not. So Clover 2021 data shows a lower MA medical cost ratio, MCR, for returning customers when the assistant is used, the Clover assistant. Okay. MCRs were 4.2 to 5.5% lower, depending on when the customer's PCP went live with the technology. And how long they have been using it. Okay. I say it again louder because to emphasize the point. Okay. So, like we stated, the longer, and I had like a graph that basically shows you the machine learning concepts, the longer, and let me just kind of make myself a little bigger here. The longer these Clover patients come in and the longer they get into the system, this model, this Clover assistant model, will do its magic. And guess what? Throughout every physician input, it gets smarter. And it'll save even more money and more money and more money. Okay? All right. Let's go down here. They hired a CTO here, and they're building the proprietary tech stack within insurance, allows us to prioritize developing functionalities and make products more useful to physicians. And essentially, it's about helping doctors and patients essentially practice better. Okay. Now let's see here. We believe our tech-centric strategies. It's just focus on tech software, right? It's a different. They're hitting this tech extremely hard now. Okay. This whole concept of Clover has just drastically changed, right? Toy believes trust must be present for any technology to do its job, and all the technologies are not created equal in that regard. And it says here, since we're not tied to specific providers or physical locations, we can scale at the seed of software. It's an approach that predates the pandemic, but seems designed for it and the continued adaptation that will follow. Okay. If we say we want health equity, essentially what they're saying here is that, and if all these insurance companies say we want health equity, you're going to have to design an open network PPO plan. And Clover is going to be part of that open network. They're already leading it, and others are going to start following. But guess what? It's almost like Tesla, right? So I'm just going to describe to you Tesla's philosophy, okay? When Elon Musk was designing the car, okay? Because hear me out here. I'm not comparing the financials of both Tesla and Clover. I'm not comparing that right now. What I'm saying is it's the first principles thinking of Tesla. Okay. When Tesla went on the market, they got their full self-driving software. They showed the public by 2016. I'm sure they had some prototype before that. Okay. Now, when you have a Tesla, you have cameras, approximately 8 with vision and radar, depending on the year model of your car. You agree when you use the software, the full self-driving or the beta self-driving or the partial self-driving, you agree that this car will continue taking data and it will basically analyze the streets and analyze the path of the roads. You have competitors. You have like competitors like Ford, GM, and all these folks here, and they're opening up the car and they're trying to analyze how the hell they built this car. Okay, they've already lost. Okay, because the issue is not the car; it's the data that the car is collecting, right? And that data is going to make Tesla unbeatable, right? The same thing when you come and talk about Clover Health. They're in the market right now and they're using their Clover Assistant, and it's just taking in data every single minute of the day. And it continues getting better and better. And it's going to get to a point where this, I speculate, will be the leading practice that the CMS will fall back on because it's seeing results that the incumbents are not doing and are too scared to make that risk and that jump. Okay? So there it is, okay? So that's the argument that I'm seeing here. So if we say we want health equity and it's a priority, the industry will be moving towards open networks to achieve better equity, quality, and care. So that's what it is there. Now, again, if you want, just quick here, 5 free stocks. There's a link down below, and most likely at the end of the video, if you can't see it now. It's free level 2 data, short selling data, and all you got to do is deposit some money, and you'll get 5 free stocks, no questions asked. And here's a picture of my little Moo here, my little Coco. And if you want access to our proprietary software that's been featured on Bloomberg and MarketWatch, and if you want to take your investing career to the next level, we are building a platform that is like no other. And I'm taking over 10 years of market experience and injecting it within each separate of these lions here. Each basically symbolizes a different section of our stock trades. And this is going to be just what is the best invention that I have honestly created and thus far in my life. And you can find it at allstocktrades.com. Let's go ahead and answer some questions and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, no, I just want to make sure I get to you guys. Oh yeah, no, I love the Clover leaves. Hell yeah. Is Clove still in play for a short squeeze once the company becomes profitable? It will once the company becomes profitable, and if there are people shorting it, then possibly. But we're getting to a level now where institutions are just doubling down, and shorts, they're smart not to get in now. Whoever's shorting the stock now, you're going to see it transition, and we're already starting to see shorts take it, like pull away from a couple months ago. So I doubt that they are going to be shorting the stock, especially with how strong their balance sheet's going to be once they become profitable, because now that's the name of the game now. If you don't recall, let me just remind you here. They were asked, are you going to expand in different states? And they said, no, not yet. Reason being is because they want to make sure their platform is X, Y, and Z. It works. But also another thing that they didn't say is they want to achieve profitability. And they, expanding is going to cause issues, problems they have to pay for, unexpected issues, yada, 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 advertisement, and all these other things. Right now, they're going to focus on what they have, and they're going to kill it. And we are going to see some tremendous growth. Now, could we go in cycles in the future where we are free cash flow positive and then free cash flow negative? We might go through that because of the growth, right? It might take, but if they design it correctly, we might even get to a position where it's going to be, I think 2025, 2026 is going to be a wonderful year for Clover. If you guys think it's going to be trading at $2 and whatever cents in 2-3 years from now, play back this video. It'll be fun. Okay. What is your charity I can donate for once Clove? Oh yeah, I appreciate that. So we have the food program where we distribute 30 million pounds of fresh produce in pardon me, in and around Arizona. Just for people that are interested in what we do. If you go to YouTube, just type in my name, Albert Allen. It should show up here.
If you're in Arizona,
well, not her. She's an ad. But I can just show you the picture here. Well, no, we can play the video. Oh, there it is. So here's the nonprofit that we have. And we distribute food. We always try to make an impact and try to help out our community. But yeah, to answer your question, I'll set up I have a buy me a coffee to help also, which will be distributed to our platform and also because it is heavily subsidized, and also our platform that we have on the food program. But yeah, no, I'll definitely. I've been lazy on that. I did it for the Discord, but I didn't do it for the YouTube. But yeah, so there will be an opportunity if you want. And again, it's not not necessary. But if you can, if you can, I'm humbled. What is this, a conference? Well, I don't think it's a conference. I just think it's a interview that health people that get, like for me, I registered to this email, this healthcare conference, whatever, I guess you can call it a conference. And I look at all the healthcare companies. It's more on the side of, non-business. It's more like a, how do I say this? Like a healthcare, it's like what physicians would read, right? Or like medical students or people that are interested in healthcare, not so much investors. I'm sure there's investors reading this, but it's nice because it helps you with your fundamental analysis, right? Because they did talk about how the MCR improved by 4 to 5%. So that's what that was. But that's all I have for you today. Honestly, it's just a very short video. Just wanted short 17 minutes. That's too long, but just a very quick video to just talk about this whole thing with Andrew Toy. Did we find out which Chamaths? It's still unknown. He did say the SPAC, not SPAC, the that SaaS was on accident. So maybe they just returned the money and just said not yet. Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see. We know that Clover Health SaaS revenue is on the horizon, as it's indicated within the Clover Health investment presentation. It's not like we're pulling this out of somebody's booty. It's like, this is like real. It's a part of their business model. Can't see the lunar eclipse tonight. It is cloudy where I am. Oh yeah, I heard about the lunar eclipse today at 7:15. Check this out for sure. But I got to get back to studying. I'm working hard right now, and I just wanted to give you guys as a study break. I wanted to come online here and just talk to you guys really quickly. But yeah, so I hope that was good. Kano report MC76. Are they for real? 83 is institutional owners. I'll definitely take a look at it. I'll definitely take a look at the financials of the company. I mean, we could just do a quick dive of just looking at the numbers really quickly, not putting in anything in the calculations. Revenue is growing. Net income, okay. Gross margins, they're okay. They're not. I wouldn't call these any good. I'm sure Clover Health will be a lot better once it becomes positive. They have diluted a lot, especially at the stage they're in. Free cash flow negative, so they're on par what Clover is doing. Financial health, yeah. So they have a lot of debt. If you look at their debt, there's a lot of debt within their company here. So if we look at the balance sheet, it should give us the assets are around $2 billion. Yeah. And the liabilities are at 1.8 billion. So yeah, that's pretty close, guys. It's pretty, that's a lot of debt. You seem tired. How can you study? I have a dream. My dream is to be a physician. So this whole YouTube thing, this is just a side passion, and it seems like for the software we created for us to be featured on Bloomberg and whatnot, it's pretty cool. But the whole thing is ran by AI, so I can, But yeah, no, the questions are tiring me out. It's not the YouTube, but it's a lot of it's a lot of questions. All right, guys. Oh no, I don't take that. I'm highly against taking medication that is not prescribed to you. Very highly against that. I've been staying in Clover with 20,000 shares. No, hey man, it's a privilege and honor to be able to give you guys kind of my due diligence, but always remember to follow it up with your own. It's always good to just question everything I say, and because I feel like that'll be better than just because there's it's just honestly it'll formulate a better discussion, and that's what I advocate for our Discord. Make it like a scientific argument where we're just like not like yelling at each other, but we're just like coming together and drilling each other's philosophies, drilling each other's investment thesis. So always remember to question everything I say. But I'm looking at Clover right now, and it's very, the risk reward benefit is it's amazing. I would say. Hey, have a great night, and also please make sure if you like this content, if you like this, if I don't get 80 likes, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm just kidding. No, no, but for real though, let's try to see if we can get this video up to 80 likes. That'd be pretty cool. So smash that like button, and double tap the dislike. I'm just kidding. I heard that from some other YouTubers. Like that's pretty nice. I appreciate you. Hey man, it means a lot. I always want to keep you guys on the loop, even when articles like such don't really make the headlines. I want to make sure you guys know first. All right. So God bless you guys. Please stay safe. Crazy world out there we live in. And it's always a privilege and honor. And I'll see you guys on the next one.